All right, guys, live from the dealership. This is Ask the Computer King. Today, I can't talk about much today because I think we'll actually shoot a commercial on the Santa Fe. Today, I want to try to go over a little, answer a couple of questions that I have. A couple of my customers actually just asked for me about leasing. So let me log in real quick and see if I can answer some of those questions. Pardon on the noise. It's a lot of people in here today. We're doing a shoot for what is it? The Santa Fe. I think it's Channel 9 doing a commercial shoot. Hold on. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the dealership all the time. There's always some kind of business going on. Need to have them help me with my lighting. All right, let's get to my questions. Go to Corey. Okay. I have a question here from a anonymous writer, dealer.com. When is the best time of year to offer to what's the best time of the year to lease a car, and how much can you expect to bargain down for any advertised offer? Well, car dealerships and culture has trained most of the country to think that at the end of the year is the best time, or the end of the month is the best time to get a car deal. But contrary to popular belief, that is really the worst time, to be honest with you, because most people think that same thing. Now, if everyone thinks that like you're going to get a good deal, now becomes a thing of supply and demand. The best time for you to actually come and get a good car deal or to lease a car or anything like that is to come, let's say, toward the end of your, let's say, no, come during a busy time. Just like now, it's the election was going on. During election time or Super Bowl or anything like that, anything where it's normally going to pull you away from being at the dealership or being out and about, you want to come into a dealership. Because primarily, we here at dealerships, we have to sell cars every day. So if we don't sell a car every day, then we're going to do a good deal. Main reason why you'll get the best deal then is because we make money by actually having dealers, having cars out on the road. So that's the best advertisement for anything that we can do. So if I were you, I always would come in like on a Monday or a Tuesday or something like that. Anything that's gonna save you as much money as possible, because like those are normal slow days. Sundays, Mondays, or Tuesdays. Those are the normal slow, really slow days. You come in those slow days, that's when you get those deals that you've heard from your neighbor saying, hey, I got a deal, they did a trade for a trade, or got me the best deals possible. That's usually what happens then. All right, let me answer one more question before I get on out of here, and I'll hit you guys up again tomorrow. Let's see. When? Let's see. Here's a question. What are the requirements to lease a car? All right, the requirements usually to lease a car is you have to have a qualifying credit score. It has to be at least 60 or better, at least at the Hyundai dealership. At some other dealerships, it goes around 650 or so, but it's usually got to have a qualifying. You have to have a qualifying credit score. Then we have in other things you have to do is you have to usually have a trade cycle of 3 or 5 years. It helps because that's part of the depreciation cycle. If you trade more than 3 or 4 years, or you drive also within the range of 15,000 miles to a year or so, it's a little bit of leeway sometimes with the mileage that you have for it. But the mileage gap is usually you got to have 10,000 miles to 15,000 miles. If you drive around those ranges right there, leasing is the qualification that you need to do for it. If you're comfortable with leasing or you're not comfortable, don't lease. Because if you're not comfortable with it, you always want to go through it. But you should always have your salesman or whoever you deal with should be open to walking you through the whole process of leasing, or just walking you through the whole process of learning how to lease. You should be comfortable if you spend your money on something. All right. Well, that's all I'm going to answer for today. My name is Ernest Peterkin, and this is Ask a Peterkin live at the dealership. If you guys have any questions about anything, you ever need anything, I'm going to leave my link down at the bottom of the post. I'll answer any question about any dealership or any car that you want to get, or anything about trying to make money online if you need help with anything. As always, Ask a Peterkin, and if you need help, don't hesitate to call.